Okay, today we are going to be cooking with a cast iron pan. Um, kind of want to explain what this process is all about and what cast iron pans are like and how they're different. Basically, a cast iron pan is similar to a non-stick pan, but the coating that's on it is natural. The coating is made out of oil, which is burned onto the surface. That's why cast iron pans have this black appearance, because it's basically oil which has been burned onto the surface and it acts as a non-stick coating. But unlike Teflon, it's not carcinogenic. It's not going to give you cancer. And also, the beauty of this is that if you damage the non-stick coating, you can always reapply it by putting on more oil, which will then, which if you can heat it on the stove or in the oven, which is kind of the proper way, becomes a new non-stick coating for your pan. The downside to these is that they're heavy, and that they can be damaged. That soap can go and take off the coating. But if you use them properly, there shouldn't be a problem. So first off, to use one of these pans, I'm going to make some eggs. What you're going to do is you are just going to start heating the pan. So I'm putting it down here at a medium heat, and we're going to start heating it up. Okay, so we're waiting for it to heat. It's got a little bit of gunk in there from when it was sitting, so I'm going to kind of wipe a little bit of that out just to get the surface in this kind of cleaned. Again, you usually wipe it out rather than clean it the way you would with a regular pan. That seems unsanitary, but this thing gets so hot, anything is going to be burned off of it, and it's going to kill any kind of bacteria. And also, you're going to be wiping it out. You can see this pan is quite clean, even though it's just been wiped out. So, okay, we're letting it heat again. Keep going. And right now, I'm going to mix up some eggs, scrambled eggs, to put in there. So, in order to gauge when it's hot enough, I like to get a little bit of water on my hand and kind of flip it in there. When the water pops, it's ready. Right now, it's not popping, so we know that it is not ready yet. So even though the pan itself has a non-stick coating on it, it is still good to grease it. And when you grease it, what you should use is either ideally an animal fat I have here, kind of gross looking, but bacon grease here that I use that is from making bacon, Or if you are more of a vegetarian, I think it's much less healthy, but you can use a vegetable shortening. Yeah, kind of right there. So those are your options to grease the pan. And I would suggest greasing the pan when it is good and hot. Also, because these pans get hot, I suggest you use something like this to go and hold it. So again, I'm going to test it, see if it's hot enough. Oh, it's popping. And usually you like a real good sizzle, but it's getting to the point it's ready. So I'm going to grease it. Again, this is some bacon grease that I got. I'm going to try to coat the inside of this. You don't actually need a lot, you just need to cover it. You think this is going to be like a lot of calories, but it's not. There really isn't too much difference in the calories between bacon fat and just regular cooking oil. I mean, we have this stigma of meat and animal products, but frankly, animal products work way better in terms of non-stick surfaces. So, okay. It's getting there. Could be a little hotter, but I'm going to go wait just a quick second here and let it keep heating. I can turn the heat up a little bit here just to get it going faster. Okay, that crackle that came on there, it means it's ready. Gonna put in my eggs. You hear that nice crackle there. Some people like to use something soft like you would on a non-stick pan. I use just forks. I'm too lazy. It's easier for me to re-season it than to go and mess around with using soft, wooden spoons and such. I just use a pan. But take a look. You see how that doesn't stick? You're letting it heat go in there. It really is not sticking at all on this. In these eggs. Just letting it cook up. Again, not sticking at all. You see that? It's nice and it's not sticking. It's cooking up perfectly. Gonna have me some scrambled eggs. I'm not any kind of a connoisseur here. I just want some eggs. I'm gonna put some hot sauce on them. It's Sunday morning. And ta-da, I think we're about ready here. I'm going to get my eggs out of here. Now take a look at this. There's basically nothing on there except for little tiny bits that can be wiped out with a napkin. And it's so hot that there's not really any, there's not going to be any biological matter that could hurt anything. We got our eggs, clean pan, works easy, works perfect. This is all totally natural, no carcinogenic chemicals. This pan will last 100 years. It probably is already 100 years old. I bought it at a yard sale for a couple bucks. You damage it, you can fix it. You just apply more oil and re-season it. But yeah, these things are great. I think environmentally friendly, cheap, make great food, hold heat, even surface. So yeah, have a yummy, yummy meal.